Welcome back, guys, to probably the last episode of Fez. Let's be honest. I know at least there's 2 more magical red cubes that I have yet to uncover, not to mention an entire bloody language of these guys that make no sense. I mean, unless one of these guys... The only thing I know is that it's red from up to down. Because, obviously, the text itself is longer than it is horizontal, so that's kind of what's going on there. But other than that fact, I know not what I was supposed to do. I mean, we can look at the artifacts. I mean, glory in my 32 cubes and anti-cubes. But the letter artifact, I mean, I've heard stories of people in this game recreating that in real life. Oh, I don't know. Oh! Wait, what? Oh! Okay, pressing control on the book actually opens it. But if that's a letter and not a number, then... Actually, this still doesn't make any sense to me. I hope I haven't failed you guys. I've tried to play Fez as best as I could, even though... Oops. Even though probably at least half of if we consider the Fezian language to be a great mystery, then, and that mystery to take up half the game, then yeah, there's at least a big half of the game that I just don't, and maybe will never understand. I mean, I went through basically all of the rooms of learning in this game, and nowhere did I actually discover the secrets. Nowhere was it actually uncovered. So today, after getting 32 cubes and 32 anti-cubes, we have returned back to the starry area of amazingness. Hey, look down there, on the very back of the giant ceremonial squid. It has the 4 owls. Very, very interesting. Oh! Spookily enough, since we're in a whole different area of the game, I can open up my inventory, but I can't actually open up the map to tell where I am. So the scary thing, guys, the scary thing is, if there are secrets in this area, I wouldn't know about them. But since this is the end game, in fact, I don't even know what happens if you try to go back through the Stargate. Oh, well. I think this is basically all symbolism. I doubt that there'd be more, what, cubes, anti-cubes, puzzle hints in this area. Any sense of the word, this is kind of the after game, isn't it? I mean, look at me. I'm climbing up a giant phantom squid, for lack of a better word. Oh! I think I could have made that jump. I'm literally in space. Thankfully, there's no concern to Gomez about breathing. Honestly, all these weird things kind of makes me feel like this is Super Mario World 2, right? With where I can just pull the vegetables out of the ground. Let's not start a Doki Doki Panic rant over here, guys. Instead, let's go up to the very top of the level. Seriously though, these owls were everywhere. Crazy, ain't it? Oh, and it sucks me right into this cube. So let's see what happens. Hello, Negative Gomez. What is inside your mind? Did I succeed? I got 32 cubes and 32 anti-cubes, but was it enough? The anti-cubes, I guess, make up the backbone of the hypercube, or the hypercube was all cubes at once, all the time. Because this time around, I've solved it, I think. There we go, we succeeded. I think. We put the hypercube back together, and it... Wait. That's it? It just goes back to the... Wait. Wait, that's it? There is no ending? Okay, here's the ending. Alright, for a moment, I thought because there wasn't this big sequence of things, that there just isn't an ending. Oh, game! I feel cheated because you made me feel like I, collected everything, and so the ending was deleted. Of course, I can look around my room now. There's nothing much here. Still. There's no broken version of the world, I think. None of my controls work. I can't talk to anyone. I mean, oh god, everything is, scrolling out instead of coming inward, so that's kind of cool. But, it's going too fast. I think I can make the top. Oh no, I think I died. I died in the ending cutscene. It's fantastic. So there goes Fez. What the heck's happening now? Whoa! Are those all the pixels that make up the colors of the rainbow? And the colors in the pixels in the game of the world? Is this trying to tell me I've restored order to the world? In some strange sense of the world. And that is... well, both the loading screen and my friend who, I don't know. I've called her the hypercube a couple of times, but I was wrong. Oh, why are there so many of them? Excuse my non-commentary, but I'm more confused than anything as to what this is trying to tell me. Oh, okay. That's what's known as static. That's usually not a good thing. It just shut itself off. What? Clearly the other ending to Fez made more sense, where I, failed to put the world back together, just because there was so much more to it than that. I mean, it looked at the origin of species, and the world exploding and tearing itself to pieces again, because I didn't succeed in putting back their, dodecahedron, octahedron, something back together again. You know what? That's a little weird. I expected a bigger ending. Something of a congratulations at least. I suppose that is a bit of a congratulation, but the first ending I got, that was so squiggly and wiggly, that was pretty awesome. The second one here is still artsy and interesting, but it was clearly shorter than the first one. There's no message in it, like there's more to do, and I suppose there isn't exactly more to do, is there? There's 2 more secrets, maybe. 3 if you count the entire language that I'm never gonna figure out. Well, maybe I will, who knows. One can hope. One can always hope, but in the grand game that is Fez, gosh, there's some strange things going on the side. You got the regular game, right? Where you're Gomez, you go around, you change the perspectives, you have some fun, you find some clues, you make some block puzzles happen. Right? And that's all well and good, it's fun, it's exploration, there's no real enemies, it's all about you and platforming. That's fun. It's kind of a nice game. Then, all of a sudden, after you've kind of beaten the game, you find out that there's actually codes, like, freaking everywhere. And clearly I missed a really big one somewhere. I don't know how I beat the game without knowing what the language meant, but apparently that was possible. So thank you, Mr. Designer. You've made a puzzle that Fwip couldn't discover. Which kind of makes me feel like I haven't quite completed it yet. But if it's some sort of code where I have to substitute every letter in the alphabet, as I assume it kind of is, because there's enough of a variety of symbols that that's kind of what's going on, well, let's just say that's going to be one heck of a tedious process of translating everything everyone says in that one village and everything the Hypercube says at the beginning, and well, it doesn't seem like that much fun. I don't know if I'll do that, but in the end, did I like Fez? Yeah, it was fun, and honestly, the code completion gave me a really big sense of accomplishment. Even one bigger than finding all the cubes. Which is frankly kind of ridiculous. For what it's worth, I enjoyed the game. At first I thought it was too small, but seeing as you have to beat it twice, I can't really say that it was too short. Now please say my save data still exists, for goodness sakes. Really, game? Really? Why do they keep removing the continue option? That's annoying as heck. And a game, again, I am apparently frozen. Nothing I'm doing works. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, I don't even know how that worked out. Interestingly enough, in this area, which I think is just a revamp of the beginning tutorial, only I still have my hat, because I can't change anything. I can still talk to people, but I also can't do the first-person view. Yeah, this is kind of just the tutorial level done again. That's why this door still has a freaking key in it. It's fun. It's cool. It's interesting, but... I mean, in that way, it's slightly broken. That means the tutorial level is totally separate from the rest of the game. Oh, you don't actually talk to him. He, honestly just gets you to do things. Kind of. Why don't we watch the opening cutscene of Fez again? You know what? I gotta say, of all the things in Fez, I really like the art style. It's a little strange, but it is basically just line work put into art form, so that's pretty nice. At the same time, I really like the Tetris references. Although I can't really say they were references as much as they were something else. Hey, I just realized those are all giant statues of, well, people with Fez hats. So what are they doing? They're making some sort of villager pose, like from Minecraft? Okay, since I don't know anything right now, we'll just skip through all of this. Let's be honest, it's probably gonna, yeah, choose me for another, mystical, set of glasses. I don't know. It's a very nice looking game. It's got very fluent gameplay. I can't say it's got any faults other than a few very ridiculous puzzles. The Glock one comes to mind immediately. God, that one. Some of the, wait, what? .3D glass. Wait, what? Okay, game. Is this my reward for beating the game twice? And you said it. Oh god, everything's in polytrons. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the heck? Stereoscopy. In the options, really? Where are options? Help and options. Video settings. I don't see it. Where is it? Game settings. Stereoscopy. On, off. Right now it's on. Vibration is on. Sure. Reset. I can still look around, but oh god. Yeah, let's blow up the hypercube, whatever. Because that's what I do. To make Fez happen. Why does everything look broken as hell? It's interesting. Fez is kind of all about perspectives, and as that guy at the beginning said, perspective is you know, reality is perspective. Perspective is subjective, so... I don't know. I don't know how many secrets there are left in Fez, but... God. If everything's in freaking grayscale, how more difficult is this going to be? And why does the game crash every time I try to start the game again? I don't know. Maybe, for all I know, that's intentional. Okay, yep, everything's in freaking grayscale. Oh, Gomez, your head is broken. Why was this actually a, Oh, all the color's been drained from the world. This is starting to bug my eyes out right away. 32 cubes. 32 treasure maps. Unless this somehow makes me see the second side of this. No, okay. Unless this has something to do with this. Nope, still unreadable garbage, you know, garbage data. Okay, how about the skull? Anything new there? No. How about you guys? Nope. Alright. Well. Don't know about you, but I don't even know what stereoscopy is. This is the kind of game that makes me want to Google it and find out why anybody would want their game to be stereoscopic. Oh, God. Look at this. I don't want to say it's unplayable, because it's still playable. It doesn't even exactly hurt the eyes, which is weird, because you'd think it would. All the blacks are red and blue. Hey, I wonder if that... Alright, you know where I'm heading now. I'm heading to the giant black cube of doom that never had a purpose. For all I know, I was supposed to beat the game with 32 cubes, and then go talk to it. Because talking to things makes all the difference. I don't know, if Fez had suddenly given me the ability to talk to animals, you know, maybe that would be a clue to the impossible language I've never figured out. There's clearly a cute clue somewhere I've missed. Although this looks really cool, it's also technically broken as hell. And I say that because look at this. Stereoscopy? This looks like a bad Windows effect. Unless there's a purpose, okay? I'm gonna say it right now. Unless there's a purpose to it. It's kind of a weird gift for having beaten the game completely. Alright, you 3D monolith, is there something special on you now? Well, you're certainly blue and red. No, everything just seems to be making my eyes bug the heck out. Well, I suppose there may be some mysteries in Fez that maybe I can't solve. Suppose that's okay. There's always the internet, but I've had a great time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed Fwip's playthrough of Fez and the story it took of him getting to some place that even his eyes don't quite like. See you next time in whatever game I choose to play. Who knows? Maybe it'll be Rius or something. See you later. Have fun.